Focus group shows why Donald Trump is not going anywhere. Frank Luntz, focus grouper extraordinaire. I've never seen anything like this. There's no sign of Trump supporters leaving. He's created or found the magic formula. Then they go to the focus group participants themselves, asked about Trump's proposal for a ban on Muslim immigration. 17 of the 29 in the group support it. One big problem for Trump's opponents, establishment Republicans hold no sway whatsoever with his base. Here is the bottom line. There isn't a single Republican in Washington, elected Republican with moral authority sufficient to denounce Trump with credibility. The Republican establishment, within its base, the Republican establishment is in such a state of disfavor that there's not a single one of them there who has the moral authority or credibility to be believed when he or she criticizes Trump or anybody else. They have squandered that. Pick any name from what everybody would agree would be the Washington establishment who's criticizing Trump and saying this is not who we are, and this does not represent American values, and this simply will not stand. This is not who we are, and this is not what we're about. And this is reprehensible, and it's outrageous, and Trump should apologize, and this will not be allowed to happen. This is un-American. There's not a single one of them that has any moral authority left to have that mean anything with the American people. I think this is a crucial point. This chasm, this distance, this divide from the Washington establishment to the people who make this country work, it is so wide, it is so big, that there's nobody in the establishment that has any credibility any longer. Back in the early 90s, and in the 80s, and in the 70s, I'll give you an example. William F. Buckley had the moral authority to determine who was an acceptable conservative and who wasn't. He had the moral authority because he had the moral authority. He had it because he was credible, he was trusted, he was honest, and the people on his side knew he was one of them, and he never sold them out and he never betrayed them. All the necessary ingredients for moral authority. As such, he was able to banish the John Birch Society. He even succeeded in having Pat Buchanan proclaimed at one point, way back, as anti-Semitic. The point is there isn't anybody. I don't care. I don't pick a name. You got Trump over here doing what he's doing, saying what he's doing. The entire Washington establishment is like a bunch of parents and grandparents, just in absolute shock. They can't believe anybody would dare say this. And they're out there condemning it, but they don't have the moral authority to pass judgment on Donald Trump.